3, 2, 1. Houston, you are clear for liftoff. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Etanyos here. Welcome to episode number 22 of this NHL 20 Custom League franchise mode with the Houston Cosmonauts. Just before we jump into this video, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet and have been watching and enjoying my content, please go down below and consider subscribing. Anyways, let's jump into the video. So guys, last episode we were able to defeat both the Phoenix Rattlesnakes as well as the Calgary Cowboys. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I apologize for me taking a bit of a break here over the last week on YouTube, but we are in the conference finals now, as you can see by this playoff tree. The thing that I think I find craziest about this is that Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl are going head-to-head in the Eastern Conference Finals. I know that is a sentence you will never hear in any other NHL series, I swear, because the Nashville Nighthawks and the Philadelphia Firebirds are going head-to-head here. Two absolutely stellar teams. I honestly don't know who's going to win because they're very balanced as far as superstars go. Each team has at least two franchise players. Actually, Philly might have three. I think they have a defenseman too, but anyways, we are taking on the San Jose Stingrays. Obviously, San Jose is a very good team. We will go check them out again here, but if you guys did miss last episode, go click on the card in the top corner of the video. It will lead you to the entire playlist of this series, and you can get caught up on whatever you missed. But here's the team we're going up against. Looks like they got a Kasperi Kapanen playing on the third line. That's interesting. But obviously, this top line is just an absolute unit of a line here with Kucherov, Brookbank, and Harrison. Obviously, all these guys, well, not all these guys, but two of those guys are creative players. They have Owen Tippett playing defense, though, so that is definitely a problem. But, man, I've seen Michael DiPietro stand on his head before in playoff series. But, honestly, when you look at our team compared to that team, our top line goes head-to-head with theirs. We have one of, if not the best top lines in the league. Our second unit is absolutely fantastic as well. I'm really not too excited about what's going to happen after this playoff run, simply based on we're going to be moving guys around. Guys like Tyler Cullen are going to have to move up in the lineup, and we're going to have to get rid of players, which is sad. I don't want to do that, but I think that is what's going to happen here. And as good as Clayton Keller's been over the last couple seasons for our team, and my goodness, he has been. Like, you look at this, he hasn't averaged under a point a game the entire time he has been here in Houston, but unfortunately, we are probably going to have to move him here moving forward soon. But let's get into this playoff series. This is going to be wild. Obviously, this is the third consecutive season that we are taking on the San Jose Stingrays in the conference finals. So here we go, game number one. We're going to keep the format the same here. We're going to keep simulating, and let's see what happens here. So game one in Houston. It's tied 1-1 after the first. We outshoot them 17-10, but just can't score on Michael DiPietro. Donovan Leach gets the only goal for us there. Kucherov scores for San Jose. Second period, it's a 4-2 game for the Stingrays, as Brookbank, Ritchie, and Kucherov score for them. Davidson gets the lone goal for us, and like I guessed, Michael DiPietro is standing on his head. This is insane. All right. Okay, boys, it's a two-shot game. You get two shots on net, you never know what's going to happen. Unfortunately, Nick Ritchie scores. So that's probably going to wrap up game one here, as we do lose it 5-3, sorry, as Ryan Poehling scores in the final minute of play there. That was a pretty bad game overall. I was expecting a lot better, but 4 points for Leonardo Brookbank. We got to have better defense. I know that we have a fairly offensively minded defensive group, but, like, come on, guys, you gotta be better than that. I get the feeling our offensive defensemen didn't quite hold their own here in Davidson and Anderson. I get the feeling that's what happened. So that's unfortunate, but, you know, everybody's allowed one or two bad games here in the playoffs, and really, we just got to turn it around at this point. This defense is so insane. I don't understand how we don't win more with this team. The team's just crazy, honestly. All right, so Here we go, heading into game number 2 now. Obviously, we want to not drop both games on home ice. That would be terrible, but it's happened before. So, game number 2, period 1. We are tied 1-1 again. Savannah opens the scoring on the power play, and then Horvat ties it with under a minute left in the first. We get outshot 15-13 in the first. Second period, it's a 3-1 game for Houston. Let's go. Let's go. Joakim Nygard and Donovan Leach both getting goals for us there. We outshoot them 21-20 at the end of the second. This is a good-looking game heading into the third for us. That 2-goal cushion is absolutely massive, and as long as we keep getting shots on net, I think we're going to maintain that 2-goal lead. Make it 3 as Samuel Morin gives us a 3-goal lead, then Savan gives us a 4-goal lead on the power play. Power play for San Jose does not convert, and that was a much more Cosmonauts showing here in Game 2. That is what we like to see, and that's a good win. So your 3 stars for that second game here was Mikhail Savan and Donovan Leach, each with 3 points, and Jamie Larmour stops 96.5% of the shots. Not bad, all right. So, 1-1 here. Ooh, looks like Nashville is taking the stranglehold in... Interesting, because they don't have as good defense as Phoenix does, or Philadelphia does. And guys, look at this draft class. This is honestly one of the weirdest things I have ever seen. Like, I don't know what's going on here with this and why there are so many top 6 forwards in this. Like, what? How does that even happen? Like, I get the feeling that we are going to have a couple other elites in here, but this is one of, if not the weakest draft classes I have ever seen in this game. So, heading into Game 3 of the conference finals here, we have never lost to San Jose in the conference finals, funny enough, but Game 3 in San Jose starts off 1-0 for the Cosmonauts as we get outshot 12-10, but Doc scores with 1:13 left in the first. Second period, it's still a 1-0 game as we're getting outshot 21-20, heading into the third frame of play here. Who knows what's going to happen? Ooh, Clayton Keller makes the 2-goal game. That's what we like to see. Oh, it's right back to a 1-goal game as Josh Morrissey ties it there just a couple shots later. Savan gives us the 2-goal lead back there, and Corrali brings it back again. So this is a one-shot game, and that's stressful, man. But Davidson makes it a 2-goal game again. Is San Jose going to come back 3 times in a row here to keep this game close? And it does not look like it as we beat them 4-2. In Game 3, we take the 2-1 series lead finally. And 3 points from Clayton Keller on the night makes a big difference there for sure. So heading into Game 4, we seem to have a knack of beating teams on away ice pretty consistently. And I don't know what it is, why our team plays better. Maybe it's not having the pressure of the home fans on you. But here we go. Game number 4, we can take a 3-1 series lead. And we start off 1-1 as Saban opens the scoring. Owen Tippett ties it up. We outshoot them 13-9 in the first period. Second period, it is a 2-1 game as Savan scores again. We are doubling their shots heading into the third period, and I really think this is where the tide of the series kind of turns here. If we can get another goal here and San Jose doesn't tie this game up, I think that's going to be it for them, to be honest. And there you go, John Davidson, our captain, coming through and really just kind of sealing the deal here for the Houston Cosmonauts. Power play for San Jose didn't convert there. And when you over double a team's shots when they have one of the best forward lines in the league, that's when you know your team is running on all cylinders. So we win Game 4, take a 3-1 series lead. 3 points from Davidson was huge. And we are 1 game away from another Stanley Cup Finals appearance here. So whoever wins this series between us is going on to play the Nashville Nighthawks. I'm not going to focus on that yet because we still have 1 more game to play here, but let's see how this thing starts off. So, first period is a 0-0 game as we outshoot them 13-9. Second period, it's a 1-1 game as Brookbank and Savan, the 2 big guns, scoring there for their respective teams. But you know we gotta jump in. I love playing a period or 2 here, and Really, this is what it comes down to here if we're going to make the Stanley Cup Finals or not. All right, here we go. So, 1 period left. This is a tie game. Let's see what we can do on home ice here. And I have the commentator on. Love it. Oh, Sonnenberg, that's a fucking terrible giveaway, man. That's fucking terrible. That's all my fault. Because I passed the puck instead of shooting it. If I'd shot the puck, we would have been fine. But instead, we're down a goal now because I can't play defense. And we're still on a penalty kill for another minute. You gotta love that. Oh my goodness. Get that out of here. Here comes Kirby Dach. Get in there. Get in there. Let's go. That was such a fluky goal. Like, it hits the goalie's shoulder, goes flipping up, and then trickles over. Doesn't matter how they go in. It just matters that they do. It deflected off the defender's stick. DiPietro tries to grab it because he couldn't get his glove up in time. That is just pure luck. Because Jakob Slavin had it there. Slavin had it. And somehow that thing finds its way into the net. All right, we got a big mismatch here too right now. The fourth line against our first line. Let's make them pay, and I don't even win the face-off. Gotta love that. Don't piss off Clayton Keller. He's just gonna come in and score on you. You're lucky you got that poke check out. Oh my goodness. Fourth line. The fourth line. Oh no, that was the first line. Okay. I was like, if that was the fourth line, are you kidding me? Actually, no, it was the fourth line. Except for Owen Tippett. Isn't that funny how that works, eh? I'm sorry, but this San Jose team just is not better than us. Lambos, you gotta finish that one, buddy. And he hits the guy's shins. What a play, Morin. Timashov. Oh my goodness, you gotta finish that. So we lose game 5 on home ice, 3-2. Huh. Come on, boys. We were so close. They played well. That's all I can say is they played well. But the physicality is going to break them down here as this series goes on. There's no question about that. You know, we've never had it easy with the Stingrays. We've always gone to at least... We swept them 1 year. Every other year we've gone to at least 6 games with them. This year is going to be the same here by the looks of it. So it happens. But let's get going here. So I want to beat them. I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get on to the Nighthawks this episode. And, well, period 1 of game 6 looks like it's a 1-1 tie. They outshoot us 13-12. Kucherov scores in the power play. Savan scores for us. Second period, it is a 4-1 Cosmonauts lead. I'm going to jump in and play just because I want to have some fun here. I'll show the highlights, but that's going to be it here, really, as I think we kind of have this series wrapped up. All right, 20 minutes left. We pretty much have this thing under control. Oh my goodness, wow. I didn't realize that they were the frickin' North Dakota college team that can just put together 8 passes in a row. That's cool. All right, let's go light them up the other way because obviously we are a better team than them, judging by the score and the series lead. But I'm not impressed with that by any means. Get the wheels moving, Savan. Oh, okay, Kapanen and Slavin are going to go. Get a lower cut. Come on, get an uppercut in there. Ah, too bad. Yeah, Slavin's just the tougher competitor there. There's no question about that. It's too bad for Kapanen. Salio, how is that not in the net? Are you kidding me? You're kidding me, right? Tommy Salio definitely just scored a goal there. You literally cannot hammer the puck any more bar down than that without it going in. My goodness, let's take a look at this again. Okay, guys, so, you know, the puck goes back to Salio. This is pretty normal. And he just tees this one up. Beats DiPietro clean. Like, look at DiPietro missed the puck. Ping off his butt. And it just stops. Oh, did the defenseman touch it? That's a glitch, guys. See, if a defenseman touches the puck when it's going into the net, it shouldn't stop on the goal line, but it does. You see how the puck just stops there? That's not how physics and momentum works, but just a pointer for you next year, NHL. Players should be able to score on their own nets by accident a little more often. Anyways, Davidson going to try this time. It didn't get it through. I'm stupid. I don't know why I played that puck, but now it's a one-goal game, and I'm really just not... I'm not in it right now. Fortunately, my team sims well enough that we still have the lead, but wow, this is just absolutely terrible. This is what happens when I don't play NHL for over a week, is that I kind of just lose my touch, so... Oh, here we go. Savan gets the step and doesn't score on it. Oh, for God's sakes, that's not a penalty. I never draw penalties either. That's the thing, is you don't draw penalties in this game, which is ridiculous. Oh, anyways, we got another penalty to kill, and I still haven't been successful yet on that tonight. There you go, 3 minutes left. San Jose's right back in the game, and I am absolutely choking this series right now. Alright, so we are really blowing this game here, and I gotta figure things out quick here if we're gonna win. I still haven't been able to beat DiPietro, which is the most ridiculous part about this entire game here. That one should have been in right there. Oh! That's what a 90 rated Kirby Doc does. I was just focused for like 2 seconds there. Ping. Ping. That puck was in and out of the net too fast. Oh my goodness, man. I was like, alright, I'll just tee one up from like the top of the circles here. Oh my goodness, what a goal. To possibly end this series, there's under 2 minutes left. And that is just an absolutely clutch play. We've seen Kirby Doc do this season in, season out in the playoffs, and this is why our team is so damn good, is because he continues to do these kind of things. That's insane. No. And there we go. I think we've got it here. There's only 3 seconds left. And there you go. That was this close to being a choke, guys. This close. We were way, way too terrible in that game to deserve to win it, but we did. And we do knock San Jose out for the 3rd consecutive season in a row in the conference finals. I feel a little bad because they do have a great franchise on their hands, but our team's just better. I have to say it. Our team's just better. So we've seen this animation so many times that it's like, cool, okay, yeah, we won another Campbell Bowl. Like, this is the 4th one here that we've won. Actually, no, yeah, 4th, because we did lose to San Diego in our 2nd season, I believe, in the conference finals. But yeah, we seriously choked that one, man. Like we really did. So, anyways, that was too close. And for the first time ever in this series, we will be taking on the Nashville Nighthawks in a playoff series. The only place we can meet them is in the conference finals, so Buddy, look at how much nicer this team has gotten since they've been trash for the last couple seasons, and it's really paid off. Like, I have to say, they have gotten a lot of nice picks for sure. Did they get a defender? It doesn't look like it. That's a problem for them. Oh wow, they got no goaltending though. Gotta feel a little bad about that. Anyways, Nashville. That's the team we gotta focus on here. Is this absolute unit of a top line? My goodness, we just constantly find ourselves up against the best top lines in the league here. This is actually insane. Like, the skill level of players they have been able to put together on this team is pretty crazy. Toropchenko, that's a pretty crazy name. Alexei Toropchenko. See, this is why I'm confused, is because their defense seemed quite a bit worse on paper compared to Philadelphia's. That's why I was confused, is because the Firebirds had just as good a forward lineup. They probably had even more depth, which is scary. They had just as good. They actually had way better defense. That's the thing that confuses me, is that defensive group somehow didn't win them the series. And they got Matt Murray in that too. You gotta be kidding me, man. This game sim's so weird. I guess Howe and McDavid literally just dismantled that defense. I have no other words for that. So here we go. Nashville Nighthawks. We have a chance to win our... Is this only our third Stanley Cup? I guess it would be. Because we did lose to Ottawa last year. So yeah, this is our shot at our third ever Stanley Cup. Nashville's first, I believe, as they have never won a cup before, have they? No, Ottawa's won 2, Chicago's won 1, San Francisco and San Diego have won cups apart from us so far in this franchise mode. Us and Ottawa are the only teams with more than one Stanley Cup, and we're pushing for that third Stanley Cup here. So, game 1, period 1, Nashville's up 1-0 as McDavid gives them the lead. We get outshot 14-6. Yikes. Second period, we show a little backbone as Ryan Poehling puts a puck in the net for us. We get a lot more shots on net that period, and somehow Nick Ehlers gives them the lead with 8 seconds left in the period. That's just unlucky on our part. But man, if you keep shooting the puck, it usually goes in, but we've stopped shooting the puck. So that's the problem with this game here, is that our team just has not simulated well. And yeah, Nashville's offense obviously is just insane. Topi Kapanen gives us a 1-goal game there, and then McDavid shows up and, you know, clutches up as he probably would normally do in real life anyways. But yeah, we are going to drop this first game on home ice 4-2. Yikes. Okay. So not exactly the most spectacular game 1, but we're kind of used to that at this point. So game 2, we start off 5. Cullen, Salio, Davidson, Leach, and Doc all put pucks in the net. Teratukin scores 1 power play goal for them. We didn't score a single power play goal. These were all even strength. And that was on just 13 shots. I really hope we chased their goalie. We didn't. Stuart Skinner let in 5 goals, and he's still in net. All right, let's see what happens in period 2. And it's a 9-2 game. They put Anfeld in net, and we chased him in the first 8 minutes of that period. And then they put Skinner back in net, and he let in 2 more. So yeah, this is a 9-2 game. No big deal. And we win this game 11-2. I have never seen our team score quite like that in the playoffs before. That is insane. Davidson puts up 6 points on the night. Lauren Moore stops 94% of his shots. Savannah also has 4 points there, but that is insanity. That is insanity, man. Davidson's got 30 points in just 18 games. He scored 33 and 34 in our other cup-winning performances in the past. But those were in 24 and 19 games, so interesting. All right, heading into game 3, first game in Nashville. We have a knack of winning road games, but let's see what happens here. So first period, we're up 3-1 as Keller gets 2 goals, Nygaard scores for us as well, and Fisher gets 1 goal for Nashville. We're up 14-7 on shots after the first. Second period, it is a 4-1 game as Marcus Vasilunov gives us a 3-goal spread there heading into the third. And make it 5 as Keller completes the hat trick to start off the third. Leach makes it a 5-goal game with his first of the game. And then Vasilunov gets his second to make it a 7-1 game. This is what happens when a team has no defense, or goaltending for that matter. We light them up. Doesn't matter how good their offense is, unless that offense is playing lockdown defense. Shorthanded goal from Ryan Poehling. And then Heinen. My goodness gracious me. We have scored 21 goals in the last 2 games. 21. Oh my goodness. That's insane. Davidson's got 32 points. He only got 2 points that game out of 10 goals. My God, that's going to be the thumbnail right there. Wow. I got no words for that performance. That was just everything that possibly could have gone right did. All right, heading into game 4. We're down 2-0 as Connor Howe shows off his ability, and Nashville shows that they can play some defense as they limit us to just 10 shots and no goals in the first. Second period, oh, it's a 5-2 game. Wow, okay. So, yeah, Nashville bounced back for sure, but we really crushed them there in those last 2 games. Okay, it's a 5-3 game as Vasilunov scores for us there. Still a bit out of reach at this point, but, you know, if we can get 1 back, no, we don't. As McDavid makes it a 3-goal game again, and by the looks of it, we are going to drop game 4, and we are going to be tied 2-2 heading back to Houston. So, not the most spectacular here. It's not what we wanted to see, but, you know, it happens, and you can't win every game, especially when you're in the Stanley Cup Finals against a very good team here in Nashville. But I have to argue our defense is head and shoulders better than theirs. Like, there's just no other way to put it. So let's see if Davidson can, you know, step up here, kind of start to break his playoff points record, which is insane for a defenseman. He's got 33 points in 20 games. But game number 5, this is a pivotal game. Starts off 2-0 as Leach gets both our goals there in the first on just 7 shots. Nashville gets 17, doesn't score at all. So our goalie's hot tonight. Second period, it's a 3-1 game as Vasilunov scores on the power play. McDavid scores with under a minute left in the second. We outshoot him 27-19 heading into the third. And that 2-goal cushion is very, very nice. So halfway through the third, nothing's really happened yet. Power play for us does convert as Marcus Vasilunov does score there. There's really not much left to say for this game 5. I would say we've got this wrapped up. I don't know if Davidson got any points or not. He usually manages to sneak in there with assists and things like such. But there you go. 4 assists for Clayton Keller. 97% save percentage for Larmour as he stops 33 out of 34. And Davidson has tied. He's tied with his second best point record in the playoffs here. If he gets 2 more points, he will break that. So we have the chance to win our 3rd ever Stanley Cup on away ice here against Nashville in Game 6. First period starts off up 2-0 as Leach and Vasilunov both score on Skinner there. Second period, it's a 2-1 game as Toropchenko scores there. Nashville's out shooting us at the end of the second, though. Okay, so we're going to jump in and play as we do have that slight cushion. I don't know if you guys have really seen Nashville's jerseys here. I'm sure I showed them to you right at the beginning, but, you know, those are some pretty nice jerseys, I'd say. I like how the Nashville jerseys look. And anyways, let's see if we can beat the Nighthawks here in 6 games. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can beat the Nighthawks here with not much time left. Okay, McDavid, you want to play physical? Face-off's lost there. They're passing the puck well right now. Oh my goodness, that could not be any closer. Doc, oh, he took the penalty. Oh, and he's got a fight here too. He's probably got a misconduct there. Okay, you wanna try to punch up Kirby Doc like that? You're gonna feel it. He's a big boy, and he's just gonna crush you here. Oh, Shaw got absolutely lit up there. Is Doc kicked out, or is that just a 2-minute penalty? Because he really did take that guy into the boards pretty hard there. Oh, it was Krebs. Krebs got absolutely leveled. And we shall see. That's only a 2-minute, thank goodness. We don't lose Kirby Doc for the rest of this game. Oh, here we go. Tyler Cullen's got a loose puck. Good chance. Skinner made the save, but that was close. Oh, that was a huge hit by Lambos. Big save. What was the penalty? Interference? That guy had the puck. What? Oh. He dropped 2 guys in one shoulder swing. You gotta be kidding me. Norm the Nighthawk is absolutely pumped right now because they got a 5-on-3 out of a ridiculous penalty. Kapanen, oh, draws the trip with 35 seconds left. That was a beautiful spin move, and, well, we might just make him pay here. Face off 1, Anderson, there it is. Let's go. That's a Stanley Cup. Jaden Anderson wins us our 3rd ever Stanley Cup in franchise history. There's no question about it. There's under 35 seconds left now. That just took a couple seconds. It was the face-off win right to the point. That one's got a sting for Nashville, but the lane just opened up. Goalie didn't see it in time. And, I mean, when you have an 80-rated goalie in net, you got to expect that he's going to let in a couple of games. So, there you go, 3-2. 32 seconds left. We've pretty much got this thing finished. And that's another late-minute goal that's going to get us a series win here. So that's just crazy. Nice flip. Oh my goodness, that was almost perfect. No. Oh. Oh. No. He did not just pull that off. He did not just pull that off. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nick Ehlers. Oh. This game isn't even over yet. What just happened? I am in awe that he, out of all the moves he had, or that he could have pulled off there, that was the one he chose. I'm speechless. Oh my God. We're still playing this game. We scored with 32 seconds left. And they tied it. We're going overtime. Oh my goodness, I've never seen anything quite like that happen before. That was insane. Oh, okay, that's not where who we want to turn the puck over to. Oh, there we go. Oh, get off of me, freaking Ekholm. You're not that good. This is going to be wild. This is just going to be a wild overtime. Big block leech. Let's go. Turns it over to Savan. He's going to walk in. T1. And there's the Stanley Cup. Let's go. First shot of overtime is in the net. First shot. And it's over just like that. I mean, Nick Ehlers' goal isn't going to go down as the most. It is. That was the most memorable goal of that entire playoff run for both teams. But my goodness, what a finish there that was. I'm sorry, Connor. I know the Connors almost got themselves a Stanley Cup, but wasn't meant to be. Didn't happen, as Mikhail Savan, one of our leaders there, just snipes that one. What a goal it was, too. But yeah, there you go. That was the most dramatic 30 seconds of playoff hockey I've ever watched. Because, actually, let's say the most dramatic 2 minutes, okay? Because at the 35-second mark, there's a penalty. 32-second mark, there's supposedly the game-winning goal for the Cosmonauts. At the 4-second mark, Nick Ehlers pulls off a Forsberg in the Stanley Cup Finals with an empty net. Davidson is your Conn Smythe winner there yet again, but pulls off the Forsberg, and then it was maybe 30 seconds into overtime. Mikhail Savan, well, not only that, Donovan Leach blocks the shot with his stick, breaks it, kicks the puck ahead to Savan. Savan takes off, goes ripping down the ice, and just absolutely, like Austin Matthews, toe drag snipes that thing off the post and in. For what is wrong with our coach's face there? Did anybody else see that? He's got some, like, he's crying. He's crying. He's so happy. Jackson Conroy. That was a total glitch, but Davidson going to get to lift his second Stanley Cup as captain and third in Cosmonaut franchise history. My goodness, what an absolutely fantastic playoff run that was from our team yet again. And we are Stanley Cup champions here 2 out of the last 3 seasons. That was a rough loss to the Spartans last season, but we bounced right back. Beautiful run, boys. Beautiful run. So yeah, Vasilyanov getting to enjoy his second Stanley Cup, I believe, with this team. Samuel Morin, called up from the minors, going to get himself a cup as well. Good for him. At 31 years old, you don't know how many more opportunities you're going to have to win a Stanley Cup, honestly. So yeah, beautiful. I'm still speechless on what happened there with, like, that was just insane. That was just simply insane. What happened there, that sequence of play for the last 30 seconds of the game heading into overtime was the most exciting playoff hockey I've ever experienced in this entire game. And I've been playing this game all year. So, yeah, there you go. Your Houston Cosmonauts are your 2026/27 Stanley Cup champions. Anybody else see the jerseys just go like that? Like, that was some weird stuff there. Anyways, what a game. Wow. So guys, just before we actually properly wrap up this episode, I want to show you guys some statistics here. So, Davidson has played how many seasons for the Cosmonauts? This has got to be his 6th season. Actually, this is probably his 7th season. Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 seasons. This season, he had his best season ever at 25, turning 26 years old. Had 114 points. He's well over a point a game as a defenseman. And I assume he's going to keep up that pace moving forward. Obviously, his first 2 seasons were a little rough as Houston wasn't as good, but he only has 6% shooting, but he scored 175 goals in his career. He's had 131 power play points. He's a power play specialist, I would say. His giveaway to takeaway obviously isn't great, as he is an offensive defenseman at 5'9", but those aren't the stats I want you guys to see. I want you guys to see these playoff stats, because he has been absolutely fantastic in the playoffs. There's no question about it. He averages crazy numbers of assists. Even when he's not playing well, he's still averaging lots of assists. And yeah, no, he's just insane. He's just easily the best player on this team. I know you guys could argue, oh, what about Donovan Leach or what about Mikhail Savan? Yes, those guys are all fantastic and have scored more points as they are forwards. But actually 157 in 137 for Leach. And then 162 is a lot of points for Savan. He has been averaging crazy numbers as well in the playoffs. Like, he didn't win the Conn Smythe because he was 1 point off in that one season when Davidson had 34 points. But my goodness. And not only that, but he was also guys, he was also in Nashville for a season, which is the scary part, is that he could have stayed in Nashville. Yeah, no, thank you. At 26, he almost has 800 points in his career. That's insane. And you know what? I kind of want to review. We're going to have to review by the end of this franchise mode. We're going to have to do like a full-on player review of who we create and how our created players, like our added players, turned out in this game. Because everybody that we've created is 26 years old right now. Between 25 and 26, I believe. They all have like 5-star value. Like 22 players there. Oh my goodness. And some of these guys we haven't created either. Like Loin's there. We didn't create, but he's had, you know, an average career for a franchise player and a first overall pick. But you look at these guys, like the numbers they are putting up is absolutely insane. I don't have any other words for it. They are just absolutely insane. Walker Harris, he's going to have some of the... Yeah, he's already over 800. He's at 850 points. 850. Brookbank's at 790. Woodworth's 720. Okay. Smirnov's at 870. Oh my God. After his rookie season, he has never scored less than 100 points in a season. Never mind less than 50 goals in a season. That is absolutely insane. Sergei Smirnov is easily one of the best out of this entire group. 870 points. That's crazy. Boris Varlamov dropped off, but he's still at 750 points at just 26 years old. Francois Lalande is over 800 as well. I was expecting him to be, as he's playing on a stacked Ottawa team. Connor Howe, 858. He's been, again, another one of those 100-point scorers that after his rookie season has never scored less than 100 points. Bear Martinez, 780, or 750, sorry. Brian Lutz, this is the one, yeah, 935 points at 26 years old. Brian Lutz is going to be the best player out of this entire group as long as he can stay healthy in Vancouver, because he has averaged over 100 points a season. He's never scored less than 52 goals in a season. Wow. Those stats are just, like, he might break Ovechkin's record by the end of this franchise mode. There's no question that he's going to be close, but he might actually break it. 529 points for a defenseman is insane. Lafreniere's become a franchise player. That's good to see. But Winnipeg isn't exactly the most spectacular team. 650 points for Davidson. Tuukka Pillman dropped off. He's only got 390 points. Memphis has kind of been bad, to be honest. Donovan Leach has got a lot. 770 is pretty good. Kirill Zaitsev's got 550. That's not bad, considering he's a two-way and not offensively minded. 500 for Matsumoto. So, yeah, these guys are just, like, these guys are insane. And then, obviously, these 3 goalies here that we had that were, you know, pretty insane here. How many wins for Brizgalov? 260. Okay, that's pretty solid. Jamie Lorimer, I would assume, has got more. He's got 278. But he's played a lot of games as well. And then Mikhail Korolyuk, 225. 224, actually. So that's it. And I say that's it, but that's insane. All of these guys that we've created are, like, head and shoulders above the league for age averages and things like that. That's crazy. But anyways, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. This was a pretty fantastic episode overall. Lots of content, lots of craziness. And Cosmonauts are 3-time Stanley Cup champs now. So anyways, that is going to be wrapping it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This was another insane episode. Lots of good playoff hockey, lots of crazy content. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you go down below, drop a like on the video. Also subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and we are definitely on our way there. And also make sure you leave comments to possibly get featured, and feel free to turn on notifications so you don't miss when I upload. But that's going to be it for me. This is Etanyos signing out, and see ya.